comes when we want to be conscious parents. So what does that mean? I have to say yes to everything. I'm not allowed to say no anymore. And I just have to let my children run wild and free. This has absolutely nothing to do with conscious parenting. On the contrary, this is, again, it's parenting from default. And I think this is also parenting from a wound. Because I find that the parents that have a hard time with balancing creating this important framework for a child where there are really set rules and really set roles also in your relationships. I find that those parents usually have come from a home where there was so much discipline that they now want to do completely the opposite. They say, we were so restricted from doing so many things, I don't want my child to experience the same thing, so now they remove all the boundaries. And removing all the boundaries is actually one of the worst things you can do for a child, because it takes away their grounding, right? And a child needs to be grounded by having this framework and having these rules, because children thrive on rules. I also see the opposite where, you know, we have a parent that becomes very disciplinary because they came from a home where there were no boundaries and they don't want to recreate the same scenario. But what I have to say to that is, when you start parenting from those approaches where it's to undo something that you experienced in your own childhood, again, you're parenting from the wound and you're still attached to those wounds. Even if you're trying to do the complete opposite of what you experienced in your own childhood, why don't you start from a blank slate, right? A blank canvas, and then you create the parent that you want to become. You create the parent you want to be, you create the relationship that you want to have with your child. And actually, this is a beautiful exercise that you can do, is really write down your story. How do you want your parenting to look like? What is the exact relationship you want to have with your child? What kind of experience you want to have with them? And I think the best way to do that is really write down also the feeling that you want to have in that relationship, okay?